Salute family and welcome back to another video. This is blacktruthunited. Yes indeed, we have hit the 900 entry mark and counting in the B1 Rolodex. It's been a long time coming. I want to thank all of those who have sent me businesses, all of those who have contributed monetarily, and all of those who are contributors as far as adding businesses themselves. So depending on whether or not I do a live stream and when this video is released, you may have already heard this news, but I will be covering a few details and also asking for your input later on in this video. So it's still worth watching. And be sure to leave your input in the comment section below. Alright, let's get started. So here we are inside of the B1 Rolodex. I won't bore you with all the details of how to use it since there's a whole video dedicated to it. You'll see the numbers over here. Let's scroll all the way down. I haven't shuffled these in with the others, but as you can see, we have hit over 900 entries. I did change the location of the zip codes just for convenience sake when I'm looking up doctors, so that's one minor change. So I did want to show you here in the resource and general contact number tab, I did remove the ICE form. You'll recall that that was a trial form. Didn't see a lot of traction there, but I did see traction with something else, which I'll briefly touch on later. Here we go with the B1 Rolodex map. Let me scroll in for you. You'll notice that there are red pins. Those are time sensitive pins, typically events like this one, a Black Expo. And then over here, we have a book signing event, which is happening May 29th. So those kind of pins will be in red. Over here, the orange pin is how you get back to the B1 Rolodex in case you get lost. The Southeast is still winning, with the South Central region coming in second. And speaking of that region, let me show you here how the doctors are appearing. Let me zoom in here. I know Nashville has some doctors. So let's see. Here we have a gun club, a cupcake place. Let's see. Soul food spot. And now we're starting to get into the doctors. So this is a family practice doctor. That's the second group of doctors I've been focusing on adding. The first group of doctors I added were OBGYNs, and I know there are some over here. Let me see. Might be over here. Yes, here we go. So these are OBGYNs. Yeah, we got two. I thought there were more. Barbecue spot. Let me zoom in. It might be all in the same building or right around. Yeah, right here. There's the other one. Also an OBGYN. So all in that region, we have 3 doctors who are either FBA or B1. And what I'm seriously considering is changing the pin color on professionals like doctors to another color. I don't want the map to turn into a rainbow, but I'm seriously considering doing yellow for all professionals. So that'll be doctors. If we get some lawyers, therapists, people who are professionals but may not necessarily have a normal business. So definitely put your input in the comment section. Should there be a color? If so, what color for the professionals? Alright, here in the last tab, you all should know that there's a new form that some of you have already been using to submit businesses. It's a lead form, very simple to fill out. You all seem to like this form a lot more than the ICE form, so that's fine. We'll keep the format how it is. Now, while the form is relatively simple, it does have to be completely filled out. Then if everything checks out, I add them to the Rolodex right here. Also, make sure to add doctors, just changing the data accordingly. For example, what type of doctor and any website that they may have. But this pretty much concludes the update for the B1 Rolodex. We're at over 900 entries, and hopefully there will be many to come. I am thinking about doing something special for the 1,000 mark. I already asked my Patreon members, but you all can also give input on what would be a good thing to do to celebrate hitting 1K. And with all that being said, be one and be blessed, family. Peace.